Good evening. You're watching Reporters Diary on the Echo of India's digital platforms. And before we move ahead with updates from the region, let me share with you the important points which are in news today, nationally and internationally. With the border standoff with China in eastern Ladakh entering the seventh month, Defense Minister Rajnath Singh today said that India wants peaceful resolution of differences but is determined to protect its sovereignty and territorial integrity in the face of unilateralism and aggression. At the same time, the minister said India believes that differences should not become disputes and is committed to respect various agreements and protocols that it has entered into for maintenance of peace and tranquility along the borders. With deterioration in COVID-19 situation in Delhi due to rise in air pollution, Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal today appealed to people not to burst firecrackers and join him and his ministers instead in a Lakshmi Pujan program to be organized by the Aam Aadmi Party government this Diwali. Addressing an online media briefing, Chief Minister said that his cabinet ministers will join him to perform Lakshmi Pujan at 7:39 p.m. on November 14 and urged Delhiites to join from their homes by watching it on television and online mode and perform the ritual at the same time. India today described Pakistan's decision to transfer the management of the Kartarpur Sahib Gurudwara from a Sikh body to a separate trust as highly condemnable and said it runs against the religious sentiments of the Sikh community. The Ministry of External Affairs said India received representations from the Sikh community who have expressed grave concern over this decision to transfer the management and maintenance of the Gurudwara from the Pakistan Sikh Gurudwara Prabandhak Committee to the administrative control of the Evacuee Trust Property Board, a non-Sikh body. The two countries threw open a corridor linking Dera Baba Sahib in Gurdaspur in India with Gurudwara Kartarpur Sahib in Pakistan in a historic people to people initiative exactly a year ago. And the biggest story which has been unfolding for the last many hours and is going to unfold even tomorrow is the United States election. The United States of America is yet to get its new leader as counting of votes is still continuing in some states. Republican US President Donald Trump and his Democratic challenger Joe Biden have both claimed to be ahead in the closely fought election, even as the final outcome hinged on a handful of states. Trump and Biden both won key American states they were expected to win in their bid for a majority in the 538 member Electoral College that determines who wins the race for the White House in Tuesday's election. But results in Georgia, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, and Nevada was yet to be declared as officials counted millions of votes, many of which were cast during weeks of early voting amidst the surging pandemic. Now, these are the major points which are in news today. Riddhi, what all happening?
Hi, Safi. The first news that I would like to highlight before our viewers is that in this unprecedented times of the COVID-19 outbreak, the Calcutta High Court today banned the use and the sale of the firecrackers on Kali Puja. While hearing two public interest litigations, the bench gave this direction that the ban would continue till Kartik Puja. The court said that the guidelines which were in place during Durga Puja, that is, no entry to the pandals, will remain effective during the Kali Puja as well. The bench lauded the state government for effectively implementing the court directed also directed the norms for Kali Puja of banning the firecrackers as well. Another big development is that Union Home Minister Amit Shah has urged the people of West Bengal to give BJP a chance to form the next government in the state to fulfill their dreams of Sonar Bangla, that is the Golden Bengal. The ruling TMC today mocked Amit Shah for daydreaming of BJP coming to power in West Bengal and described his tribal outreach as a poll gimmick to divert the attention from the atrocities on backward communities in the state ruled by the Saffron Party. Shah, who is on a 2-day visit to West Bengal before to the 2021 state poll, said earlier in the day that he can sense a massive public anger against the Mamata Banerjee government and the death knell of a regime has been sounded. State Minister Firhad Hakim said, "We have heard that Amit Shah is planning to have lunch with a tribal family in West Bengal. This is nothing but a poll gimmick ahead of the state assembly election." Hakim also said that the tribals, Dalits, and the Matuas in the state are with the TMC. That's all I have today.
All right, Riddhi, thank you. We move on to the Andamans. Yes, Razia, what's happening in Port Blair?
Good evening, Shafi. Shafi, I would like to start with the transfer policy of UT administration today. The nursing staffs who are deputed at various islands, because in Andaman, most of the government servants are transferred from one island to another island. So, of course, due to COVID, already the education system is very much affected to the students, and now the UT administration's transfer policy, the health department has been bring out the transfer 65 nursing sisters to one island to another island. So of course they are okay with this, but this is affecting the education system, because all these this year, since the month of March, the schools were closed, and it was very difficult, especially in the inter island like Rangad, Diglipur, Camel Bay, to teach the students, because the internet connectivity is very bad here, and it was not possible for them to do study through online also. So finally, somehow they manage the notes and everything. Now the directorate of health department transferred these nurses, and now they have to shuffle. They shuffled, and now they have to move from their current place. So they are telling they are okay with this, but the students, the kids are affecting in the month of November. If they are bringing out the transfer policy, which school will give admission to the students, to their kids, and it's affecting their career. So they are upset and urging this transfer policy should be implemented, or should be bring out in the month of February instead of coming in the month of November and December, which will affect the students of kids of these nursing staffs, and the students of the various schools. Another news is, Shafi, the Manarghat Panchayat Pradhan, ex-Pradhan O. Bashir has been provided LPG connection under Ujjwala scheme to 18 families. He said that there are many families who did not get the cylinder due to some issues like paperwork and all. So with his effort, after he interacted with the Priya Indian company, and somehow under Ujjwala scheme, the poor people received a single cylinder. He has been provided. And the last one is the commuters demanding, of course, the boat services, which is stopped, and the many commuters from Shahid Deep, Swaraj Deep are stuck at Rangat and Diglipur Islands. And due to non-availability of boat services, DSS boats are not on a regular basis these days. So they are highly affected, and they are demanding Andaman administration to provide a regular boat service so that they can go to their respective home, respective destination on time. So for now, that's all. But in the end, I would like to give you one more update, Shafi, the COVID update. Yesterday, in Andaman, we have positive active cases of 7 came by flight and 16 with the contact. So now the active cases, again, it's increasing. Now it's more than 162. But yes, of course, 60 fatalities we are still noting. But 4,400 has recovered cases are there. So for today, that's all from Andaman, Shafi.
All right, Riddhi, Razia, Asmita, thanks for joining Reporters Diary. Viewers, this is all we have this evening in Reporters Diary. Please do join us again tomorrow. We are usually live at 6:30 on our digital platforms, primarily Facebook first. Thanks for watching.